Nikko Jenkins, in the quiet city of Omaha, Nebraska. One man's life embarked on a journey far from ordinary. The story of Nikko Jenkins was anything but straightforward. His childhood was fraught with the challenges within his family, and his youth was shaped by a series of events intertwined with crime. However, Jenkins' life was not solely defined by personal struggles. His mental health issues deeply influenced his journey. In this documentary, we delve into the depths of Nikko Jenkins' life, from childhood traumas to days spent behind bars, from mental health struggles to the heinous crimes he committed. We explore every detail. Jenkins' story is a dramatic example of the inner conflicts of an individual colliding with the outside world. Yet, it is not just the tale of one person. It is also an invitation to question societal systems and justice. If you're ready, let's embark on a journey into the depths of Nikko Jenkins' life together and uncover the intricacies of his story. Nikko Jenkins was born on September 3, 1986, in Omaha, Nebraska. However, from the very beginning of his life, he experienced a childhood filled with instability and challenges. His family struggled with various issues, including drug addiction, financial hardships, and domestic conflicts. Growing up in such an environment, Jenkins had to learn to cope with difficulties at an early age, which later became a significant factor shaping his life. The traumas he experienced during his childhood and the instability within his family had a profound impact on Jenkins' later behavior and decisions. These experiences would go on to influence how he dealt with challenges later in life. At about 5:01 a.m. on August 11, 2013, a patrol officer discovered two bodies in a white Ford pickup truck parked near a city swimming pool at 18th and Neff Street in Spring Lake Park. The two victims, identified as one Uribe Pena and Jorge C. Cajaguiz, had been shot in the head and their pockets turned inside out. They were lured to meet two women for a sexual encounter. The murder spree began with this random double murder, less than 2 weeks after his release from prison on July 30th. On August 19th, around 7 a.m., the body of Curtis Bradford was found outside a detached garage at 18th and Clark St. by a man returning home from a night shift at a convenience store. Investigators arrived to find two bullet wounds in Bradford's back. It was later revealed that Bradford and Jenkins had posed for a Facebook photo posted the day before. Bradford would be the only victim familiar to Jenkins. Jenkins' fourth and final victim, Andrea Kruger, was discovered on August 21st at about 2:15 a.m. by a deputy sheriff responding to a shots-fired call. Her body was found lying in the road at 168th and Fort St. with multiple 12-gauge shotgun wounds to the face, neck, and shoulder. On August 30th, 2013, Jenkins was arrested on an unrelated terroristic threats charge. By then, the evidence against him had mounted. Investigators had the image of a female associate on surveillance footage at a local gun outlet buying the kind of distinctive ammunition that had been used to commit the killings. Additional footage had been pulled from cameras along the route to Kruger's abandoned SUV on the evening of September 3rd. Jenkins confessed to all 4 murders during a rambling 8-hour interview. Jenkins told police that the acts were sacrifices to Apophis, a deity in the ancient Egyptian religion. He was charged with 4 counts of murder following the confession. In handwritten letters dated November 3, 2013, submitted to the Omaha World Herald, prosecutors, and a judge, Jenkins said he wished to plead guilty to all counts in the 4 slayings, and that he would protect Apophis' kingdom with animalistic, savage brutality. On February 19, 2014, Jenkins filed a federal lawsuit seeking $24.5 million from the state of Nebraska for wrongfully releasing him from prison. He stated that his claims of hearing voices from Apophis were repeatedly ignored in the 6-page handwritten filing. He stated that being kept in solitary confinement augmented his schizophrenia. He blamed corrections officials for the 4 killings. Jenkins claimed that his problems were caused by mental illness and that he had schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, and obsessive-compulsive disorder. The judge ordered a psychiatric evaluation, and a psychiatrist concluded that Jenkins had antisocial personality disorder and was faking psychotic symptoms. After being declared competent to stand trial, the proceedings against Jenkins commenced. On his request, Jenkins was allowed to represent himself at trial under the guidance of advisory attorneys. Throughout the trial, Jenkins maintained that he acts under the command of Apophis. His courtroom antics included speaking in tongues, howling, and laughing as prosecutors recounted the details of his victims' deaths. On April 16, 2014, Judge Peter Batalin found Nikko Jenkins guilty of all 4 murders. Jenkins was initially scheduled to be sentenced on August 11, 2014. The date was delayed indefinitely following a hearing held to determine whether he was capable of understanding the death penalty. Proceedings against him. On July 29th, Judge Batalin ordered Jenkins to be housed at the Lincoln Regional Center Psychiatric Hospital until doctors were satisfied with his condition. Officials at the regional center refused to house Jenkins due to inadequate security, but doctors agreed to treat him at a Lincoln prison. In May 2017, Jenkins was sentenced to death by a 3-judge panel. He was also sentenced to for 150 years on weapons charges connected with the murders. On April 20th, 2020, the U.S. Supreme Court refused to hear his appeal. As we conclude our exploration into the intricate life of Nikko Jenkins, we're compelled to reflect on the profound lessons gleaned from his tumultuous journey, from the depths of personal turmoil to the stark realities of societal failings. Jenkins' story serves as a poignant reminder of the critical importance of addressing mental health issues, reforming our justice systems, and fostering compassion within our communities. As we bid farewell, let us carry forward the empathy and insights garnered from Jenkins' life and commit ourselves to creating a world where individuals struggling with similar challenges find support, understanding, and pathways to redemption. Thank you for joining us on this introspective journey.